We ain't work on my love, it's me as well, it's not only you. Roadblocks setting back the mission, happen to me, it's not only you. Miss me with the pity party invite, got 1,000 other things to do.
Alright, y'all, we back from Keon's bathroom break. He couldn't hold it.
You gonna put my business out there?
It is what it is.
God,
we gotta be honest with the audience, man.
But you don't gotta tell them I had to use the bathroom like I got a weak bladder or something like that. God damn.
It is what it is.
Go ahead, nigga.
Yeah.
Shit.
Alright, Leah, what we got next?
Alright, so I guess continuation with ratchet female rappers. Let's talk about Glorilla. She's trending on social media for Moose Knuckle Mondays.
I like it.
Oh, that shit was funny.
So is there a difference between sexual expression and just outright doing things for attention?
Yes.
Go ahead.
It's definitely a difference.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think it's... To be honest with you, I don't even know how to really define sexual expression, because I feel like anything that's done sexually is for attention. What does that even look like?
Yo, but it is, but you know what you'll find at the same time? Our opinion and what we think about it will be a woman saying, I'm expressing my sexuality. You know what I mean? So it's always going to look like, from a man's perspective, it's always going to look wrong if we...
I wouldn't say wrong. I just feel like it's like attention.
It is attention seeking. But when you get that attention, and then it's negative, and now you upset.
Right.
I can't believe he would... You made Moose Knuckle Monday. Like, you feel me?
I mean, the thing I found weird about the Moose Knuckle Monday is just how
I'm for it, though.
I mean...
You looking at Moose Knuckles?
Yup. If it's up there.
Don't get me wrong. Do I appreciate it? Yeah.
Yes.
But
look, yes.
Is it
double
like,
click?
To me, it's just weird, because I feel like y'all just was so quick to kind of hop on to the trend. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, I feel like today there is no real imagination left to the man when it comes to women. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you showing the moose knuckle, and it's like, are you doing it for sexual expression, or are you doing it for attention? But again,
it's specific.
Did you feel the same way when Titty Tuesday was a thing?
Yeah, I definitely felt the same way, because it's like, all right, this is my philosophy.
All right.
If you have a social media, you like attention at some level. Now, I think it's different levels of liking attention.
Yeah, it is.
Certain people crash out for attention, and some people is just like, I used to tell someone, because they used to say, yo, you addicted to social media. I said, just because you're a scroller and I'm a user don't make you any different.
Yes. Damn.
Yeah.
Look how power he just mows.
Yeah.
Tell some.
Like, yeah, you still sit up there and you still scroll. Just because you're not posting nothing don't make you any less of a addict than me, just because I post. Not saying that I'm an addict, but I'm just saying, like, you trying to condemn me for me always liking and wanting to post, but yet here you are 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm not a heavy poster. I'm more of a scroller. A scroller. Yeah. And it'd be days where I'd be like, damn, I like that fit I had on, and I ain't take no pictures at all.
Right.
Because I'm not really like if I like social media, I'm not really like let me post my everything. Like, I genuinely live in the moment, wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing. My phone is, I'm not going to be somewhere turning up and be like, oh, let me stop and get my phone. I'm turning up already.
Right.
If you was there with me, then you know I was there.
Right.
Or I tell you about it when I see you.
Right.
But yo, why you ain't post nothing? I'd be like, nigga, because I was turning up.
Yeah, it's almost like that conversation we had when we did the pod with the barbershop. And I asked y'all, do y'all feel like y'all have to compete with social media? And y'all was like, yo, we really be in here cutting. Like, we don't have time
I'm working.
Yeah, we don't have time to have somebody sit there and film and do all. Unless somebody is coming, like a third party is coming and doing it, we, as the barbers, don't have time to do nothing.
Yeah, like, bro, I cut like 13, 14 heads today. I was there at 8 a.m.
Right.
When is the time to... Hey, hold up, bro. Let me stop it.
I ain't gonna hold you. That cut you had today, that would have been fire if you put it on.
Which one?
The yo with the
And I didn't take a picture of it.
Because he looks completely different.
Yeah, when he left out the shop. Appreciate that.
Yeah, he looked completely different.
So had you taken the time to take that picture and post it, like that could garnish business. Whereas though you're saying like, all right, women posting that moose knuckle, yes, it's drawing attention in a sexually explicit way, but it's also bringing you to that page. And as you said, you want to double tap.
But we live in.
I don't like a goddamn thing. When I say double tap, I don't mean that in a literal sense, like hearted, and I'm not liking a goddamn thing because
it goes to what you just said, specific intention. Like you just
like you looking for the your moose knuckle will end up on the explore page.
Yeah, like
you got
like it's gotten to a point where people like, all right, remember how I told you when you first got Twitter, I said, bro, don't engage with anybody who has a celebrity profile or anime profile, because that shit will drive you crazy. Because
correct.
Their only goal is engagement.
Correct.
So they will say whatever they need to say to get you to engage. They will go back and forth with you. They'll make they'll lie about things. They won't be factual. They'll do anything to kind of keep that engagement.
Yeah, it's what's it called? Clickbait.
Right. So it's like with the moose knuckle situation is for me it was just like, well,
it's an engagement thing. Right?
Yeah, it's just about engagement. But like when she said it in the song, everybody kind of took to it. So then she created a
trend.
A trend, a hashtag, and everybody hopped on it. But like I said, for me, it's like, where does that line come in? It's a blurred line between sex. Because like I said, and maybe you can help me with this because you are a woman. What is the difference between sexual attention and sexual, expression?
I think they're one and the same. Like you said, if you're posting something, anybody posting something wants attention.
Right.
And like I feel like in this era, like women are all about their sexual expression and their right to pretty much show their body off without fear of judgment or backlash. I'm not a fan of the moose knuckle, but I'm not going to knock nobody else if that's your thing. Because if that moose knuckle drew you to her page and she's selling wigs and that garnished her some viewers and some buyers, then
it's almost like that. So I get what you're saying. It's almost like that Eazy-E theory. Remember when he said in Straight Outta Compton, any publicity is good.
Good publicity. Yeah.
So like I said something to you today about the Eminem thing. He was like, yo, I'm tired of the whole. What Eminem is known for when he always say some wild shit about a celebrity just out the blue.
Controversy.
Right, controversy. So he said, yo, I'm kind of getting tired of it, and I was like, but it works.
It does.
Like you're talking about it right now.
It does.
You're literally talking about it right now.
And FYI, that Eminem album,
I'm gonna try again.
I know. I remember I sent it to you. I sent you a song. You was like, and I'm like, bro, the joint is actually fire, yo, because he's being completely honest in his views and how he feels, and I respect it because we live in a realm to where you can't say this and you can't say that because you are in fear of getting canceled.
Yeah.
So you can't say but so much. Like if it's real, it's real. Like
it's better than Kamikaze, definitely.
It's way better than that.
Yeah, Kamikaze.
Yeah, that shit was ass. Let's call it that.
Kamikaze was like him trying to answer.
It was ass. It was just ass.
Yeah, it was just yeah.
Where we at, Lee?
all right, well, I guess just more on sexual explicitness. So have men and women become desensitized to seeing promiscuous activities due to OnlyFans?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Nothing shocks me nowadays.
Nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Like, bro, if I open up my Twitter, right? Like, listen, look, I'm about to open my Twitter. Yo, I'm about to open my Twitter right now. Forgive me for being rude right now. But as I scroll through Twitter, right? Hold on. Let me let everything load up.
Let me see what my Twitter look like then.
It's just nothing but
since we going on Twitter.
Yeah, it's just nothing but people talking, and then every other post is literally someone like here, boom, OnlyFans.
Bow.
Boom, OnlyFans. Boom, OnlyFans. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, at what point am I supposed to be shocked at anything? Like, in the beginning, so what most people don't know is, and I'm gonna give you a little history lesson.
All right, go ahead.
The show Euphoria is what inspired OnlyFans, because originally OnlyFans were really made for people who did whatever. Like, you can get on, like, even till this day, you don't have to do porn to get on OnlyFans.
Okay.
If you want, like, if we wanted to sell this pod, we could put it on OnlyFans. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Are we doing that?
I mean, I could. I guess, yeah, we could try.
I want some OnlyFans, guys.
Yeah, right. Shit sound wild as shit.
You might see a moose knuckle.
Yeah, I mean,
Might be a moose knuckle in the background. I
right.
don't know.
But originally, OnlyFans were made for people who had talent
Right.
and wanted to sell it.
Okay.
For information and wanted to sell it.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't know that. Dang.
Euphoria, there was an episode on Euphoria where it was this girl who, it was like a, you know how they can't really say what they talking about, so they use like some type of parody.
Yeah.
So the parody was, it wasn't called OnlyFans, it was called something completely different.
It's like live cam. She was doing live.
Yeah, live cam. Yeah, so that's what propelled OnlyFans like that. So people realize like, oh, I can get, you know what I'm saying? I can go on here and do what I do
Right.
and make money off of it.
Right.
And that's how we got to where we got to. Oh, and even furthermore, originally everybody used to be on Tumblr, but Tumblr banned any type of sexual, you know, porn,
So
anything.
I never had Tumblr, but
Right.
I've heard of it. I know
Right.
what it is.
So Tumblr was originally just like a, because I had a Tumblr, so it was just like for pictures, like for cool pictures in a sense.
Okay.
Right? So, but people started putting porn shit up there.
Okay.
To promote their OnlyFans.
Okay.
So Tumblr banned that, and then everybody came to Twitter. So
Okay.
that's why now it's like, even if you, like, the algorithm is so crazy because if you like something, it'll just start showing you more and more of it. Because what happens is, if I go to a post on Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even Instagram, any of the social medias, if, let's say, they notice I engage with it for 15 to 20 seconds, you like this. So now we're going to pump it.
This your bag.
Yeah, we're going to pump it. You know what I'm saying? So that's essentially what happened. I think the frustrating part is nothing is left to the imagination no more for men.
At all. Like, all right, I'm going to give you a prime example, right? So if I was outside last night for a little bit, right? I'm in an establishment and there's a chick in there, fairly tall, but nonetheless, that's besides the point. Shorty has some shorts on that was like so far up her vajay and her butt crack, but she's reaching over the bar like asking for stuff. And if I'm sitting down in a bar stool similar to this, right, and I'm just looking, right, it's a dude standing to my left, and it's a dude to my right, and the dude that's to my left is two of them. And they all like, God dang, I already know what she came here for, blah, blah, blah. But this would be the same person that'd be offended if a nigga grab her butt.
Yeah.
But, yeah, grab her by the pussy. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
and don't get me wrong, and let me say this. No matter what a female has on, you have no right.
You have no right to touch her.
As a man to touch her.
You don't at all.
She could be butterball ass naked. You have no right as
at
a
all.
man to touch
You
her.
are absolutely right.
But we also gotta live in a world that's real.
Yeah, that's you gotta be a realist. Like, so don't be mad when Joe Blow is coming at you and he's not coming at you in the sense of being respectful. Like, hey, what you drinking? The nigga might say to you like, yo,
How much?
how much? Yeah. What you doing after this? You can't be offended like this. Yo, bro, there was nothing left to the imagination. Like, if you got a whole butt cheek, half of hers was out. Like, this half was out. Mm-hmm. And you in there and you like this, and niggas like, yeah, well.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Let me tell you a quick little story. This
Go
is
ahead.
back in my high school days.
Go ahead.
So there's a little chick I was messing with, right? And she had her joints pierced. And I felt some type of way about being the only man that knew she had her joint pierced. Well, at teen in the sense of, you know what I'm
You
saying?
say
What?
joint, you talking about breasts? Or
Yeah. Like,
So wait,
but that made me feel special.
Okay.
Like, oh,
Because only I knew,
only I know.
not the world.
And then once fucking Instagram came around, and I take it back, when Instagram in its early days, you used to get the girls who would post a picture talking about they going to bed, but they got a face full of makeup, and then they got the white tee on, and you can see
Right.
the joints. So I'm just like,
Now you showing the world my stuff.
right,
My quote unquote stuff. It's not mine, but
right.
you are with me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I feel as though that should be something that's sacred in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you my lady, you somebody that I'm talking to, that shit is not for everybody. Like, no, the social media shouldn't know everything that you got going on at all. They just shouldn't know.
But see, like I said, it goes back to what we said earlier about it's levels of seeking attention. There's different levels. Like you have some. You remember this is around like 2015, 2016, and we really getting deep in this topic. But remember the Bonk dude? I think his name was Bonk. He used to like run. Yeah, he used to run around and jump on windshields and shit like that. It's like you have that level of attention. And then you have like maybe a subtle, you get what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at me, you know. I got my degree, and it's like, okay, you're supposed to get your degree.
If you see me, you see me. Like,
and nothing wrong with celebrating your accomplishment
at all. And I'm not being sexist, but there was a time where women were seen and not heard. Not saying that they should not be heard. I don't want that to be
that's the
misconstrued.
1950s.
You know what I'm saying? So please don't kill me in the comments with none of that. But
getting
like,
the kitchen ass nigga.
Yeah, none of that. You know what I mean? So I'm not painting that narrative, but you know, like your physical presence is seen without you coming outside half fucking naked. Like you can come outside and still be seen. Like what's the shit they say? Your face card.
Yeah.
Like your face card
like,
shit declined.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you.
In a sense. You know what I mean?
And
what they say?
Shout out to the Joe Budden
That's
podcast.
all they doing.
Because I didn't even notice it until I noticed it.
Right.
But there was a segment where they talked about how women have retired the sundress and now they doing the tennis skirts. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, they are doing the tennis skirts.
They are.
But the tennis skirts, you know, you got that little...
Yeah, that little lip and the back. And the back normally hike up a little bit more than the front. So it's like,
but
yeah.
I appreciate the sundress more because it left me to my imagination.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I'm wondering now.
Now I know what it looks like.
Now I see it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Oh, you got black marks in your butt cheeks.
And then there's people wearing it that shouldn't even be wearing it.
Yeah, you're wrong.
But you looking for the tiger stripes, though.
Yeah, the tiger stripes be there.
You looking for the
Shit say I got kids.
We looking for the tiger stripes.
You feel me? Like you looking for, but like this, like you said, the sundress left something to your imagination.
Yo,
like,
it was a post, right? This shit was like a little minute ago where a girl, she went viral for wearing like remember the dresses that your grandmother would wear?
The muumuus.
Yeah,
the house coats.
Right,
shits.
yeah. She was like,
this how you get your bills paid or something like that.
Yeah, she was like, you know, you had 12 children with this. You know,
yeah,
because
that's how Nana got it done.
But
and she ain't show nothing.
Exactly.
But ankles.
Because it was left to what?
The imagination.
And two, when you got it, you felt like you was the only one that got it. Not saying that you were, because we don't know what they was really doing.
Yeah.
But you felt like...
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. And listen, and I'm going to say this. Niggas have egos. We all have egos. No matter what type of man you are, we have them. So, when it comes to certain women we deal with, we would love or like to think we are the slickest niggas you ever dealt with.
Yeah, in America.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't met nobody better than me. Before me.
So if we find out you just out here just dishing it, like I said about the stripper earlier, I said, Joe, I already knew what it was.
Right.
Why would I invest any type of emotion outside of this is what it is, this is how I'm going to carry it?
Because you out here selling niggas dreams every night or 3 times a night or however often you work.
I'm not saying strippers don't deserve love. They definitely do.
They do.
But I would think with anyone doing porn or stripping, it would probably be really hard for you to have a relationship because you're not leaving nothing to the imagination. Every man can see everything that you have. Keon could literally go on OnlyFans and buy some shit, and now he's seeing your pussy. And then when I bring you to the cookout, he like, damn, I done seen this girl pussy.
Yep,
like,
I seen it already.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
I seen it. You might take your clothes off now. Yeah. At this point.
I mean,
no, I didn't hit it. But
you don't have to. It's just the point
I seen it.
This is my girl, and he knows what her coochie look like. It don't matter that he didn't get it. Just the fact that he knows what it looks like would bother me.
Yeah. Now I can't bring you to know nothing.
Exactly.
I should say Netflix.
Right.
House.
Yeah.
Because everybody done seen it.
Exactly. Like,
and I'm insecure about shit like that.
Like, I be
you know what I'm
feeling
saying?
like, for the, like, them.
And them.
Like, I remember I got into it with an OnlyFans girl on Twitter once. She was talking about
That
how.
should be internet beefing.
I beefed a lot. I mean, I went as far as even found the nigga in Toronto and shit. I was like, nigga, I know your name. I sent him all his information. Bro, like, you easy to find. Like,
We going to Toronto?
no, we're not going to Toronto.
Right.
But I just wanted him to know he could be found.
Right.
Anyway, she was like, she was going at somebody neck. And I was like, I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, you might be honest with your parents about what you do, but I'm pretty sure they would rather you be doing something else.
Right.
And she was like, no, like, my dad knows what I do, my mom knows what I do. And I'm like, they are not proud about that shit. They might respect it, but they not going to work, be like, yo, so how you doing it? Well, you know she got that OnlyFans.
Right.
You subscribe.
You subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
No.
No, that's not happening. How much we got on time?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. All right, Leah, let's go ahead and move on.
right,
That was a good topic.
So we're gonna segue into Shakur Stevenson. He responds to Mace's critique about his fighting. Would you like me to read what he posted?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot that.
Okay, because I was dying.
Because he's funny.
Right.
He's funny. I didn't like.
Shakur Stevenson said, "Fuck Mace. Y'all niggas crazy. I don't respect none of these bitch ass niggas. And y'all gonna make me respect them. Y'all ain't gonna make me respect them. Surviving Diddy ass bullshit."
Okay, so
He just hurt.
yeah, that's coming from a hurt place.
Yeah, he just hurt.
Right? And this is me being honest. I watched Mace and Cam's response to that, and it was accurate. Like, y'all, like, his fight looked like the undercard fight.
Yeah, it was boring.
It was boring as fuck.
It was boring. I don't understand.
It looked boring as fuck.
And nothing's wrong with boring, because a win's a win, right?
A win is a
Tim
win.
Duncan was boring to watch. I hated watching Tim Duncan play. Like, when I knew the Spurs would play, I know this game was about to be boring as fuck. So for me, it was like, well, the game's boring, but if you win, you win.
Right.
And you get what I'm saying? It's like calling a spade a spade. I think this new generation of artists and athletes, they get so butthurt about the opinions of others when they should really focus on the outcome.
Craft or what they doing.
The craft or the outcome. Yeah, okay.
But it wasn't. But the fight wasn't a Tyson fight. It wasn't a Floyd Mayweather fight. It wasn't nothing of that nature. Like, so it. And I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the fight at all. I put it on. I put it on in my house that particular day. But we also was at my house at that time turning up. You feel what I'm saying? So the fight wasn't even relevant at really. Like, I caught the hot. I never saw the fight. I didn't watch not one round of the fight because of we was turning up.
Right.
And so if I had to go back and look at the clips of the fight and see why Mace and Cam was saying what they were saying, I got it. I was like, yeah, that joint was.
Yeah, it was boring.
That joint was doo-doo.
It was boring. But nothing's wrong with that. I feel like, again...
But he did win, so
won.
congratulations,
Yeah, you won.
Shakur.
So had boxing fans been like spoiled with those records?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
With the showmanship and all
The
that?
showmanship, the record...
Doing the backflip and those
Not even just that. Boxing,
we ain't talking about the flip part. Oh, my fault. I cut you off. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Boxing had... Floyd fucked up boxing. And I'm going to tell you why he fucked up boxing. Because he went and got that perfect record. So now everybody feel like they have to have that perfect record. Boxing, when we box, if me and Keon box, I'm taking as much as a risk as he is. Anytime I swing at him, I could get hit. And anytime he swing at me, he could get hit. That's just the nature of the game. But Floyd created this status of I have to be
Undefeated.
Yeah, I have to be undefeated. You get what I'm saying?
And yo, I think that, like, with things like that, like, I think we spoke about this last week, where you don't know how to pick yourself up from the bottom if you ain't never been on the bottom.
Right.
So I consider that the same as boxing. Like, you gotta know how to take an L. It's amazing when you know how to box that well and don't take an L. But like you said, you have to be okay with people not being okay with your win and how you won it.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're super sensitive and they hold on to everybody's word via social media. Like Mason and Cam are kind of like trollers in a sense.
Yeah.
They make jokes about this and they have fun with it. And what you do, yeah, fuck y'all bitches and that. These niggas not boxers. These niggas is rappers and ex-basketball
I was just about to
players.
say that. You can't get upset with nobody who doesn't do what you do.
Yeah, like that's like me.
Anybody outside watching is just a critic.
Bro, that's like me. That's like me being offended. Yeah.
That's why they not on ESPN.
Yeah, they not. That's why they got their own shit. Because
they can talk their sports shit.
they're, bro. Yeah, they can talk how they want to talk, which I applaud them for that. And hence what we doing right now. I can speak freely, or whatever the case may be. But you know, nobody is really respecting your opinion. They not.
Correct.
Because you are in the grand scheme of things when it comes down to shit
And you
like
don't
that.
have to respect it.
Yeah,
You don't have
and
to
you don't.
respect it. You don't have to respect
It's entertainment.
It's subjective.
It's subjective. There you go. And it's entertainment at the end of the day. Like, they said what they said. They troll. They say what they want to say. And they able to express themselves. And that's that.
Yeah,
like,
the critic got a job to do.
Yeah.
The critic got a job to do.
And
let me even make this point.
Go ahead.
How many movies have you seen where Rotten Tomato get that shit like a 50%? And when you went to see it, you was like, this shit is fire.
Yeah, it happens. I do not live by Yelp and other people's opinion because that's your opinion.
Right.
I still live in a realm of I'ma see for my motherfucking self, and I call it a day. And I tell you, like, yeah, Tone, I watched X, Y, and Z. I thought the joint was alright, but see it for yourself. Same way with the Eminem album. I say, yo, hear me out. Listen to the album. And you still may come back next week like, yeah, Keon, this ass, I don't like it. Where I'm still going to stand on what I said. Yeah, I think the Eminem project was cool. Now, you know what album I got? This ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right now. That Common and Pete Rock joint. You ain't even getting into it.
I just listened to the song. I ain't listened to the album.
I got to get into it. I want to hear it, though. I want to see what it's about. What else we got, Lee?
Okay. So a woman's body was found in Manhattan. I just want to say her name, Jasmine Williams. Rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers to her.
Absolutely.
She was found in. So they found the suspect, and as police were taking him into custody, the community jumped in and sought justice.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
I loved it.
That shit was funny as hell.
Them police let it happen a little bit.
I mean, let me tell. All right, working in the field myself, you outnumbered. So at this point, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I saw one police just hang back.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get hit too.
Yeah, what are
Fuck
you gonna
him.
do? You outnumbered. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, my wife made spaghetti tonight.
What are we
I gotta
doing?
get home.
Two, the public felt some way.
Yeah, and as they should.
And they should.
As they
feel some way.
should. Like this man, like, and I don't know if he's innocent or guilty. I'm not saying that, but nigga, you was seen in your little chair. Dragging a body by your motorized wheelchair. So I read through the comments. You know, they was like, it was some people that was like, whoever punched them, if they want to press charges, I'll represent you pro bono. I'm a lawyer. Because niggas is ignorant. Right? But it's fair because that if he did it, then so be it. But then it was comments like, this nigga's in a wheelchair. How did he get her in that bag and so on and so
I think somebody paid him to move the body.
I think
somebody paid him to move the body. So either way, he was involved.
Yeah, you was involved. You was seen on CCTV rolling that body down there. So
you know what's crazy? I said I know New York is probably one of the most heavy surveilled cities in America.
Absolutely.
How did they not find this nigga already? And then like 10 minutes later, that's when I saw the post that they found.
Yo, but the fact that they had the nigga strapped down in a wheelchair, he just getting punches to the face was wild. He was. Look, by the time they got him to the airport, he was like, I didn't do it.
I mean, what can you do? What can you do?
I didn't do it.
What can you do? What can you do? The one nigga said he got punched in the legs. He's like, he's not feeling that. Like,
It's not.
Wasting your time.
Wasting your time.
Yeah, punch him in his kidney, bitch. Why you punching him in his leg?
But I mean, for me, I enjoyed it because it's like, okay, here we have a community that obviously supported this young lady, and obviously
They said she was a good woman.
Yeah. And then you had like, yo, and this is a side note.
The leg part, that's what's fucking.
So, oh, my legs. Cause you been in the wheelchair. Oh yeah, that's right. What's that? Don't be a menace in South Central.
But the camera cut off, y'all.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Ghetto shit.
Hey, we're gonna keep it real till we get it right. Sidebar, but within the realm of the topic, I could not imagine me being killed and somebody tossing me in some trash.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, that is scary for me.
Yeah, like my people.
Like, yo, don't kill me and then put me in the trash,
yo,
bro. Like,
yo, what if the trash came that day and they picked me up, and then now my family can't properly bury?
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Remember, they never found her body. They put her in the safe, and he dumped the safe in the garbage.
But real life, the young lady that passed down, that Northern Parkway, remember all them years ago, and they took her out with the trash and found her months later.
And that shit is crazy to me. Like, bro, like
I don't want to go out like that.
No, I mean, and she probably didn't see it coming, pause, but it's like, yo, like, don't.
Yo, but, like, so the nigga was already out on aggravated assault and robbery, I believe. Mm-hmm. Am I not mistaken?
The wheelchair man?
Yeah, the wheelchair man. Yeah, he was already out on, like, bond or some shit like that. So you have an aggressive nature, which already says that. So if somebody else did it, I don't think
nobody else did it.
I think he did it.
Yeah, he did it.
Today it came out. He's actually a twin.
Oh, he's a twin.
He's a twin, and his brother.
Does a twin walk?
It's a whole twist. The twin walks.
This some Netflix shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. And now the other twin who can walk uses him as an alias. Now the ring camera came out. They see them dragging the body out. It's crazy.
So are you saying, like, so we just found out that he has a twin, right? So are you implying that it was the twin that's an able-bodied person was the person that was in the
yeah. I mean that's possible. But I mean, you still can't. But
unfortunately, the nature of his previous crime shows that he's violent. Does that make him violent? I don't know what the circumstances surrounding why he did what he did. Like, your charges doesn't always define who you are as a person, right? Just because I sold crack don't make me, you know what I mean, or whatever. Right. If I kill somebody, that doesn't make me a shown up murderer. I could have killed somebody because it was my life it is. But you know what I mean? So maybe, I don't know. That's a rabbit hole I really want to deep dive into, but we'll get around to that. What else we got, Lee?
Okay, so
yeah.
All right, this video kind of irritated me, but we're gonna talk about it. The homeless man video. Oh. So a video surfaced of a homeless man on his cellular device in the woods in front of his tent, going on a whole rant about how pretty much working the 9 to 5 is bullshit and we're surviving. And he quotes by saying, "We saving money." So I was wondering, well, how are you saving money? You're homeless. What do you think?
Well, being homeless doesn't mean you're not working.
But how is he working? Were you panhandling? What are you doing?
No, you can still, like,
you got a job and not have a residence.
Yeah, you can have a job and not really be like. There's this trend on Twitter right now or TikTok, whatever the case may be, where people are like living out their cars. So
you seen the one lady with she had like a SUV and she had like a little mini stove.
So there are nomad people.
Okay. Look, okay. Yeah. I don't know nothing about those people, but
my point being is you can be homeless and still work.
Really?
There are people who are homeless that work.
But you said really like that's not.
It's very possible because
they don't need you to have an address to have a job.
Okay. But okay, I was like, all right.
All you need is your social security.
Was your social working? Like how is your day going?
I'm not homeless, so I don't know. You just walk me through it like we homeless.
No,
we don't know.
Okay, let me hold on. I'm gonna break it down.
All right,
break it down.
go ahead.
Because there was a trend on TikTok of people living in their cars. They had gym memberships, so they would go to the gym, shower, brush their teeth, and go to work.
Okay.
So, in definition, they would be homeless, right? They don't have a home to go to. So it's very possible for you to be homeless and still work. You get what I'm saying? You may not have enough to afford I'm pretty sure there are people that probably go to homeless shelters after they leave work. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't make enough to
have a roof over their head,
or they just completely saving.
At his just arrogance towards people that work a 9 to 5. Like,
well, because
so he doesn't have a 9 to 5. So
no, he has a 9 to 5. So
does he or does he not?
No. So let me go into depth.
All right, go ahead.
He works. He does work because originally what happened with them was they were the same couple that went viral for living out of what is it called? A storage. So they got a
storage unit.
Yeah, they got like a 10 by 10 or some shit like that. Put a couch in it. He had a hot plate, you know, the thing that you make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would go outside and cook, and they was paying like, I don't even know what them shits is, like $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
But he worked and she worked, and they were saving money.
wow.
So that video went viral, and that's what got them kicked out of
The storage unit.
the storage unit. So then that's why they went to the tent. But they work.
So why not get a tiny house?
What I mean, they must have a goal in mind.
Yeah,
they have a goal in mind.
And this is not. I don't mean it in a literal sense, but that's like semi like financial freedom. Like you have nothing that's tying you down.
Yeah.
The only bills you have is the bills that you want to have. Like when you like us, we think that.
Let me ask you, hold on, before you continue. Who's the oldest person in this room? When you first moved out, how much was rent?
$700
For 1 bedroom?
plus 2.
For a 2 bedroom. That's a nice price, right? You could afford
I
that.
can afford that.
Now,
A two bedroom.
Matter of fact, my cousin right now, he's looking for a 2 bedroom. He showed me today. He want to move downtown. This one place on Calvert, they want $2,500, bro, for a 2 bedroom, bro. 25.
Rent is high as a whore.
Right. So in my mind, when I hear how he's,
So what is his end game then?
Give me a storage unit for
$2,500.
$2,500. I'll take one.
They've been homeless for some time. So his goal was just to remain homeless. And
I mean, I personally don't know the guy, so I don't know what his goal is. His goal might be to save $1 million. His goal might be to save 100,000. He probably got a bank account.
Got it on him, or he got a bank account.
Got a bank
Like,
account.
yo, just cause you like, and I think you kind of you're thinking of homelessness in the sense of like assed out. I don't have.
You thinking of bum? Yeah.
You thinking of a bum, but this person is sustaining his quote unquote lifestyle the way that he sees fit. He might got a tent. He might got a storage unit. He might be sleeping out of his car
And have a whole 100,000.
and have $100,000 to where I have a roof over my head and I'm paying my bills and I got $37 in my checking and $0 in my savings.
So is that a lifestyle y'all think y'all could live? Because y'all
No.
sacrifice
No, I ain't gonna be able to do that.
Well,
the
one.
amenities of life?
No, one.
To save
All right, so
$100,000?
hold on. So let me say this.
I tried.
My vehicle's big enough for me.
What's
to
the
sleep in.
generation after millennials?
Z?
And what's the generation after them?
I have no idea.
I think it's Alpha.
Idiots.
Yeah,
Idiots. That's funny.
Dumbasses. But
So
we'll figure it
these generations completely look at things completely different than what we look at. We kind of grew up
Structured.
not structured, but we believed in that American dream, right? Inflation has killed that. Inflation has killed the American dream to the point where your average American has to work 2 or 3 jobs, or they got to do something on the side to get a little extra money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We working more than any of our previous generations,
Right.
right? I'm probably making the most money than any person in my family has ever made, and I still
See less.
not necessarily see less, but I'm not gonna say struggling, but it's like it's like, all right, this week I can't get these pair of shoes, or like this month I'm gonna just, you get what I'm saying? Just
you have to kind of subside your wants,
exactly,
like to handle.
So I have to have a balance with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, this week, all right, I can get the shoes. Next week, I no, I can't.
Yeah,
get the shoes.
you're not necessarily like quote unquote thriving. Like you making it shake. You make it look good.
So instead of homelessness, I would choose something like communal living. Like if he had a network of homeless people who wanted to all go in on a house together, you get a 6-bedroom house.
And then you subject to everybody bullshit.
And yeah, that's a lot of personalities. That's a lot of personality. And you might not get on. Like, I remember.
Do you agree with all your siblings?
They're younger than me.
Regardless.
I mean, I wouldn't know. But
I'm saying, like, living in a house with your siblings, could y'all all coexist in the same house?
Probably not.
And it be
probably not
peachy keen?
Just because of the age.
I've done it. I've done it.
But because of the age gap.
Not saying that they was living in my house, but we have all done it together. And it worked. But there were times where I was like, yeah, these motherfuckers is getting on my nerves, but I ain't got nowhere to go because we all in the same
walk
goddamn
around
house.
butt ass naked.
And you can't.
Yeah, and you can't. Or sometimes you got something nice coming through and you want to wear her out. And you really can't. She in there like this.
You like,
right. You got to hold her and shit.
Humping close. Humping close on something. Yeah, hunches or something.
Right. Other communities, other cultures do communal living. And
you absolutely right because.
The burden and like
but listen, you absolutely right because when I lived with my grandmother, there was this Indian kid that I went to high school with that lived across the street from me. I remember one day, and we was cool, like we used to talk in passing. His grandmother lived there, mother lived there, siblings lived there, the whole family. So I remember one day, he like, bro, I'm about to move. I'm like, where you moving to? He moving to Montgomery County.
Bought his house. He had the
you know Montgomery County ain't cheap.
Right. Richest county in America. One of the
I said, you moving to Montgomery County? He like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, my house was like $500,000, da-da-da-da. You know, I saved all this money. You know, I'm working in IT. And I'm like, bro, but you've been living here. This is about as long as I've been living here. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about, when I say that, I mean like after high school. So we're talking about like at this point at 26, 27.
Right.
You got in IT at probably like 21, 22. Mm-hmm. So I can only imagine how much money was saved during that time period for you to afford a fucking $500,000 house. You get what I'm saying? You're absolutely right. I think Black Americans are the only culture where
they kick their kids out at 18.
But that derives from slavery.
Right.
So it's a reason to that.
But we can break those chains.
We can, but again, the problem is there has to be a mutual respect, and I think the issue is with a lot of that is parents kind of still see their kids as kids no matter how old they get, and it's like I'm 21 or I'm 22. But you don't respect my boundaries. You want to come into my room. You want to tell me to clean, or I need to be in. I'm 22 years old. Right. So that's where the conflict. Yeah, the conflict, or like you want to bring some people over. It could be that. Right. Like y'all have y'all parties, right? If you lived at home, could you do that?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
I couldn't even have company in my house. Mother, I want nobody in the house seeing what we got. I'm like, what do we have? What do we have that? I mean, granted, we have some nice shit in the house, but what do we have that my 15-year-old friend is gonna steal?
It's not even that though. It's like that goes back into like I get that because that goes back into
take our big back flat screen out.
No, that kind of goes back into like the traumatic, the trauma of being Black in America because again.
Don't tell nobody where you live.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, that's just
we had to live by.
Yeah, we live by that. But and I'm not gonna say that a lot of them don't make sense when in hindsight when you get older. Like my house is my safe haven. So if you know where I live, that's because I want you to fucking know where I live at.
Right.
You ain't gonna know just because the community come here. No, fuck out of here. You're not gonna know where I live at. So I get it, but.
I get why you feel the way you feel about the arrogance, and a part of me wonders is a part of that because he's able to save, whereas though maybe we are in a space where it's difficult to save. Like he could literally take his whole check and save it. Like he could literally be only making $700, but because he only spends $200 out that $700 every 2 weeks, he's saving. You get what I'm saying? So I think you got to kind of break that down, and you got to kind of understand like where that emotion of that, where you said you felt like he was being arrogant. Is he really being arrogant?
No, so I didn't know the whole backstory. I didn't know that he actually worked the 9 to 5 and all that stuff. I thought he was robbing, he was just paying.
No.
You still robbing up my money and then
No. He works. It's just, again, he just don't have no rent to pay.
Yeah.
He's saving the extra $1,200 to $1,500. I don't know where he live at, what state he live in, but he's saving the extra $1,200, $1,500. You get what I'm saying?
Kudos to that.
That we kicking out. He not.
Communal living with your brethren.
All right, what we got next?
What we got next, Lee?
All right.
Is this the Reddit game?
We got random Reddit.
Reddit.
Let's go.
All right, so I'm gonna just start with a little funny icebreaker.
What we got? Multiple?
Yeah, we got a couple of them.
Oh, we got a few?
What,
you was on your job.
Yeah.
Right.
I told you it was a lot of groups in it. Like, I hope she got.
See, but you signed her up for this, and she deep dove into
Bro,
it.
It was a
This
group.
is very juvenile.
Go ahead.
Do men wipe after peeing? It was on Reddit.
Do what?
And I wanted to ask you.
No, we shake. We don't wipe.
Well, why don't you wipe? That was the whole Reddit thread.
Because we shake.
I mean,
they say even if you shake, you miss a couple sprinkles.
and certain.
It depends.
Yeah, it's still in there.
It depends on how hard you pee, though.
And then in certain cultures, it's actually.
In certain cultures, it's what?
It's customary for you to, rinse your private area off before you put it back.
You take your penis to the sink and rinse it off?
I mean,
hear me out.
It's happening.
So in Islam, and this is what I know for a fact, after you urinate, whatever the case may be, you are supposed to, rinse your hands, your left hand to be exact, and wipe off or sprinkle, however you want to do it, to rinse your. Nah, for real, literally.
But a public bathroom doesn't allow for that.
No.
There's a sink.
Yeah, but then you in the sink, which means somebody walk in.
It's a bathroom.
It's a bathroom.
It's a bathroom.
You think it's a sink? Okay.
You right?
All right.
I shake. I mean, I've never had to.
Yeah, no, you ain't never pee and shook and put it back in there, and then another little come out. I'll be like, bitch, now I'm pissy. Now I gotta go home. Now I peed on myself. I gotta go home. Now I'm in there insecure like everybody know. Like this. Pissy. Piss. Look, everybody, I smell like piss in my head.
Nah, I've never. Go ahead, what we got next?
All right, professional peer.
This is from the am I an asshole thread on Reddit. So,
okay.
Am I an asshole for not tipping at the drive-thru? And this really resonated with me.
The fuck would I tip you?
Yeah, why am I tipping at the...
You ever even
Yeah.
Like, do you believe it? They be looking at you like you gonna
No, I don't tip.
No, bitch.
No tip.
No. You put my shit in the bag. Thank you.
No. I come from an era where this wasn't a thing, so I'm gonna keep it going. Like, no.
Yeah, you charge me 5 cents for this fucking bag. I'm not tipping you.
Yeah,
fuck off.
No, I don't tip. No,
Yeah,
not at
fuck
all.
you, girl.
Not at all.
Girl,
We ain't
fuck
tipping
you.
nobody.
Alright, so even with inflation, we're not tipping.
No, fuck them.
Fuck no.
Restaurant workers.
I tip
the restaurant workers.
Yeah.
But hold on. But you gotta pay attention with that because sometimes I fucked up with Bonefish, right? I went to Bonefish. Bill came out to like 2 something, right?
Damn it, Bonefish.
It was a group.
Right.
But I paid for the group, right? So I tipped. Like, well, I told everybody just give me the tip. You feel me? I'll pay the pause.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Pause.
No diddy.
That nigga said. Yeah.
So
Everybody give me the tip.
Yo, come on.
Wow.
Chill on me.
All right, go ahead, tip man.
So I paid for the
Coming live
bill,
from
but
the TIP.
everybody paid the tip money.
Right.
So I paid them the tip money, right? So it came out so if the bill was like, let's say the bill was $200, the tip money probably came out like $60, right? So $260 total. So then I go check my card, and I see they took an additional, like, you know how they update?
Yeah.
Gratuity.
Yeah, the gratuity up. So I didn't know about that shit.
18%, baby.
That should have been on the receipt.
No, it was, but me not paying attention. So now that bill went from $260 to like $300.
Damn, I extra 40.
Right. Because, well, it was probably a little, I think it was actually over
Can't
$300.
get gas in my car tomorrow.
But I'm like, yo, I called him. I said, hold up. I said, we tipped y'all. Why are y'all taking the extra tip? He was like, well, the gratuity, da-da-da-da. I said, no, that's some bullshit. So now every time I go out, the first thing I look at is the gratuity. Because they automatically take out 18%.
Yeah.
So if the gratuity comes out, I don't tip.
I got caught with that accidentally tipping on the tip.
So
It's like I didn't know it was already in there.
so if I work in a field where I love
Like tipping.
To give extra credit.
to give extra credit or extra money, I will. If I'm not feeling generous that day, you know, you're supposed to put a line through that top part right there, and then put the total at the bottom, and then sign. Because if not, that leaves them the room to add it in there and swerve your shit, and then next thing you know, you wake up in the morning and like, oh no, I ain't. You know what I mean? But I try to add I still do over top of the 18%. I might give an extra 10 or 20, depending on how much money I got.
Yeah,
at that
like
moment.
depending on how big the bill is, I always do.
Yeah, that's just some light.
It's much a factor.
Yeah, service, so on and so
Yeah.
forth. If
I
it's
ain't gonna hold you. The biggest tip pause that I ever gave was,
Diddy.
I feel like you can give the tip and then know your
Oh,
purpose.
Diddy.
I think.
yeah, if
went
you
to
give the
this
tip, it's no
restaurant.
pause. I think.
Yeah, we went to Joe's. What was it? Steakhouse in DC.
Okay.
This dude was phenomenal, bro. Like just.
Above and beyond. It's nothing
Yeah, he went
above
like,
and beyond
and I was
forever.
like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna just give him 100.
That's bullshit. And you made his day.
Yeah, like if my shit, if like you see my water cup is getting empty, you're already over there. Like
Like refilling that.
No, it wasn't even that though.
I'm just saying hypothetically.
No,
like
it wasn't like he really conversated with us. We had a whole full conversation.
yeah, I don't mind now.
He do some extra shit on the side for us.
I don't mind.
We like, you get what I'm
Making
saying?
recommendations.
Yeah,
all
like
that shit.
he was.
Yo,
doing
I'm all about customer service. If I love food and
Steak came out wonderful.
It'd be like that.
We got another co-host, y'all.
Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, but if the service is phenomenal, I'm gonna tip you because I feel as though you deserve it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got
I've done that plenty of times. I mean, that's probably, like I said again, that's probably the biggest tip I ever gave. But he, like I said, bro, pause, stop,
No puffy.
Not no puffy.
no puffy.
All right, speaking of big tips, this guy in Philly,
What? What is going on
guy in
here?
Philly ejaculated on a woman's leg in the Dollar Tree.
No, he didn't ejaculate. He urinated.
He
It
ejaculated.
said ejaculated.
He did ejaculate
Yeah.
He
He bust the whole
Bust a
nut.
nut on her leg.
and ran out. I did see the video.
Yeah.
And he ran out. And Meek offered a $2,000 reward. He should have upped it up a
Yeah,
little
I'm like
bit.
2 G's.
He turned himself in. I would have found him for 2 G. Yeah, what is the 2,000? Here he is. Look, like by the shirt. Like here you go.
There you go. Him with the
Imagine being in this
average
store. Would you have chased the guy? Would you have
As
chased the
if
guy?
I was a woman, no. If I was a man, yes. Well, I am a man, but
It's a little frothy, yeah. It's like,
Yo, because that
because
is
as a
nasty
woman,
work.
you gotta think of your safety.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I don't see.
But that
I mean,
moment, like, you just angry.
I think it depends on the type of woman you are. If you like one of these that can rumble type women, maybe you chase them. If you like a little timid and don't engage in fights, maybe you just leave it alone.
so the big bang bitches definitely go ahead.
They ain't gotta be big. I know some skinny girls that can throw down, but I just think,
Yes.
All right, well, shout out to that woman. Thoughts and prayers to her
Yes.
for getting ejaculated on.
how much time we got left?
625.
All right.
This is probably where we about to end it. Go ahead, Leah.
All right, I'll do the one with the airline. So the passenger was filmed biting a flight attendant,
I seen that.
ripping off his uniform and screaming, "Suck my dick, bitch! I'll kill you, bitch!" From
Yo.
from Miami to Newark.
Yeah, I
It's your
see.
people. It's your people.
I'm from Patterson. I'm not from
Close
Newark.
enough.
It ain't close enough. We got 20 minutes between us.
Why
What
did
is
he,
up with people acting out on the airlines?
I don't know. I think it's like look, that shit is a trend.
I think-
Yo, but she bit the nigga's shirt to where she bit the fabric literally off his shoulder area.
I think it goes back to what I spoke on earlier about how everybody just kind of crashing out for that attention. Like we all know if we get into an altercation, we all can assume that them phones is coming out. You get what I'm saying? Anytime we about to fight, throw down, like I said, in the field that I work in, phones are always coming out. And I get it. That's for other issues, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I'm about to fight just in general, I'm gonna assume that a phone is coming out.
Yeah, you gotta know that a phone is coming out.
Show.
Yeah,
pretty much.
absolutely.
You just putting on a show. I think that's just what it comes down.
And don't get caught on camera and get knocked out. Jesus.
And
Christ.
too, you might feel embarrassed, so you might feel like you gotta. You feel what I'm saying? Like how many people we know do that shit?
What's that?
Like they feel embarrassed, so now they want to turn up.
Right.
Yeah, it's plenty of
You
them.
gotta spend the narrative.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but all right, y'all, we gonna end it here. Thank y'all for tapping in. We'll be back next week. See y'all later.
We ain't work on my love, it's me as well, it's not only you. Roadblocks setting back the mission, happen to me, it's not only you. Miss me with the pity party invite, got 1,000 other things to do.